Blog Talk Radio.
Cherokee Billie is a spiritual advisor and certified animal communicator who has been guiding people on their sacred path for nearly 40 years. Her ability to hone in on her clients' needs has made her one of the most sought-after spiritual advisors in the country. With Cherokee Billie's guidance, you can take the first steps or refine your journey along your sacred path. Before we get going, we ask that you do your part. Have your one question ready, keep it concise, and stay on topic. One concise, on-topic question. And now, here's Cherokee Billie. Greetings, this is Cherokee Billie, and welcome to my program, Sacred Path radio program. And tonight, I'm going to talk about my life as an animal communicator. And it's been the most rewarding work I've ever done, and that's the truth. I enjoy all aspects of what I do, but nothing is as fulfilling for me as being a communicator and energy healing. I've seen some incredible things happen through the work that I've been doing, and if you check out my website, CherokeeBillieSpiritualAdvisor.com, and go to the pet readings and read some of the reviews, you'll see those are from real people, what I am doing. You know, and I work with pets that are healthy and just have behavior problems and they need some help, and through communication I find out what their problem is, and then I go into balancing their body, like balancing chakras on a human. It's the same thing, except they accept it better, and it just amazes all the pet parents when I come on, because I talk direct to their pet and I want to have a conversation. I want that animal to feel comfortable with me, and they're always amazed how the animal pays total attention to what I am doing or saying, and it's because they are really intelligent, far above our little lowly human selves. I consider animals to be far above us. They know so much more. Their natural instincts and everything is just so developed, and it's a pleasure to work with them. Recently, this past week, I've had some incredible things that I've had to work with, and one has to do with a lady who, her dog, a Labrador, which are normally very docile animals, has become violent and attacking her and other dogs, and we're not talking a little, we're talking a big attack to where, you know, people are in the hospital, animals are in the hospital. And I found out, you know, communicating with the animal, the dog, that it was total confusion in his head. He didn't understand why he was doing what he was doing, or she, I should say, and she didn't have a clue. So what happened is I did the energy work. I gave recommendations on certain supplements that I think would help, and so far they're seeing a difference, and that always makes me extremely happy. You know, now, another one I did the other day, unfortunately, this little dog was passing, and I just helped with the transition. You know, you can't heal everyone, but there are things that can help, especially when an animal is about to pass. There's a lot that can be done. Now, I see that my faithful little friend Wanda is here, so I want to bring her on. Hello, Wanda.
Hey there. How are you?
How are you tonight?
Doing good. Oh, there goes the air conditioning. Let me grab that.
Oh, great. Well, anyway, we've got callers on, and I was talking here.
Excellent.
Wanted to share some of my experiences, because that's what it's about, life as an animal communicator. People always ask me, when did I realize I had the gift? Well, I didn't really try to have it or anything. I just always talked to animals, and I thought the way that I communicated and they communicated to me was normal for anyone. It wasn't until later in life I realized it wasn't so normal. So you learn things, you know, as you go, but again, it's a rewarding work, and animals really resonate. And for some of you, you may not know, I have a Facebook page for pet grief. It's called Beyond the Rainbow Pet Grief Support for Pet Parents. So you may want to check that out. We post positive, and we post a lot about what is happening to animals, you know, that are passing and what to do. and it's great support. Yeah, Wanda, you wanted to say something?
Nah, I'm just, that title kind of, I don't know.
Well, it may not resonate with you, but it
It's
does
not,
with a
it's
lot of
just not
people.
inviting sometimes. But yeah, if you're mourning, if that's where you're at, for sure.
And a lot of people are, you know, just like humans. Pets die every day, and people do need support, and there's many ways to get it, but it feels good sometimes to share your stories about your pet and what they meant to you. And I can certainly understand that
Sure.
and why they're doing it. So anyway,
Absolutely.
there's a lot, and again, I mentioned I've communicated. One of the most unusual was a Japanese goldfish that I've communicated with. It's been some interesting animals that I've done, even up to a tiger. So I've experienced a lot in animals. It isn't just dogs and cats, all types of little animals and big animals like the lion, the tiger. That was the biggest I've probably ever done. It would be interesting sometime, I think, to do an elephant. I'd love to get into their minds. Whoa, they're so intelligent. Again, I have great respect
What's
for animals,
stopping you?
as you can tell. I
What's
don't know
stopping
anybody
you?
with an elephant. I need to know
Oh,
the
you have
person
to,
and the
you have to know the person?
elephant. Yes, I
Okay.
would have to have a direct connection to the animal. Now, I see that one of the callers is a client of mine, and I'd like to
Go
bring
for
him
it.
on. His name is John. Hi, John.
Hi,
You there?
Cherokee Billie. Hi, Wanda.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hey,
Can
glad
you
you
hear me?
found time to. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you found time to join me tonight. And we can talk about your cat, Baby. You want to
Yes,
tell
we
your little
did the
story
we did
of
the
what
energy
happened?
healing. So during the
Well,
session, go ahead.
yeah, please tell about the session. That's great.
Yeah, during the session, I found it. I could tell that once we started, Baby's been my cat. She started to relax. I could see, in her face, in her body movement, that she was relaxed and that something was actually going on. And usually when I brush her or massage her, she has that face, and she sat there, and beforehand, I thought she was a little depressed. She was eating a little bit more. But afterwards, she took a nap. She took a nice nap for about 20 minutes, and after that, she was back to her chipper self.
Yes, and I gave you suggestions of what I thought was the problem for her in her food, and it worked. That was a great
Correct. We
thing for
changed
me.
around. Yep, we changed her diet around. We got the high cal, and everything's just been much better.
I know. It's so wonderful, to hear. And I look forward to talking with Baby again, seeing what she has to
Absolutely.
say. I think she'll have a lot,
Yeah, well,
and it was.
I was going to say, I wish I had done this. I've had two cats. My other passed about a year and a half ago. But, going forward, I love the idea of doing this every now and then, just to keep them going and understand what they're going through at certain times, and because they don't talk, so you never know what's going on.
Well, they do talk in their way, and they're great telepathic communicators. So once you could get into that telepathic mindset of communication, you can start receiving more from them. I don't think
That
I
is
ever brought
true.
that up with you, but that's part of it, because that's
I
how they
did read that.
communicate. I don't think I've written about it, to be honest. I don't know. I've written so much I don't know.
Well, I think it's
what
one of
I've
the
written and
things
what I
that you
haven't written.
teach. I think it's one of the things you teach, correct?
Yes, I do. I teach energy healing for animals and communication. Yes, if you want to learn how to do that, by the way, people, I do teach it.
That's
Yes,
correct. Yeah, so she's
and
been great.
How do you teach
I
these
know.
classes?
Well, it's some writing, and then we do video conferencing. That's how I do it.
Okay.
Been doing it
Okay.
for a while, and I send out written material, but mainly it's one-on-one, and I'll have an animal that we're working on energy or on communication, and I teach the parent, mainly because I feel that energy healing would be good for pet parents to know, because they could use it, whenever there's a problem. They could send that energy going through, and they'd see a big difference in the pet. They really would.
Mm.
So, anything else you want to add, John? I'm so glad you called in.
I'm just happy I had you sit with Baby. And again, she's a skittish cat, so I was very surprised that I can, hold the phone by her and, have your voice come through and soothe her out. And she really took to it. And she's sitting here rolling on her back as I'm talking to you. She's back to a happy mood, and I'm just glad I did it. We've got to have another session soon.
Oh, we will. It's just been, both our lives have been a bit busy, but we definitely will be doing one very soon. And I know that
Good.
Baby will look forward to it. She knows what's coming. She says, yeah, I'm ready. Okay, come on down. And it's going to be even better this time because she's feeling better.
Yeah.
She really is. The change
Definitely.
in her diet has made a huge difference for her. That was what was lacking.
Amazing.
Yeah, because I just want to share with people why you contacted me is she was waking you up every night at 3 a.m. to be fed and driving you crazy. You couldn't get real sleep. That was the reason you contacted me. You just didn't know what to do. And since our session, she hasn't woke you up once at 3 a.m.
No more since then.
Yeah, because again, you immediately made the changes I suggested. That made the difference.
Yeah. I did list everything out and I followed.
Yeah, you didn't waste time because you wanted her better, and I feel she's got a long life. I really do.
That's great. That's good to hear.
Yes, it is. So anything else you want to add? I'm just grateful you came onto the program tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited about the radio show, so I'll be listening, that's for sure. But that's it. Baby and I are happy, and we're glad that we met you, and we look forward to more sessions.
Me too. It's a mutual thing there. So thank you so much, John, and, don't turn off. Keep listening. Okay?
Okay. Have a good night,
Thank
ladies.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Wow, that was really nice to hear from John. Great. And Baby's such a great little cat. When I was doing the energy work, I'm doing it video conferencing, she never moved for a second. Not a second. She was just like mesmerized, and he couldn't believe it because she was never one to sit still. Now I see there's, again, some other people here. I'll see if they want to talk. And here's one, area code 773. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
And your name?
Hi. My name's Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
I have a couple comments and yeah.
Sure.
I found, a cat found me on Easter night about 9 years ago. Just showed up at my door, and this cat has been the love of my life. Because of him, I'm now an animal activist, but I'm having a really hard time knowing that I can't save them all. I mean, I'm working on legal stuff. I've got a team of people helping me, and we're trying to get shelter reform, and it's just becoming really heartbreaking. And I'm dreaming about these animals after I've seen they've been killed. The shelter is saying we don't have enough cages. We've offered to deliver them cages to raise money. They won't do anything. I'm just having a hard time. I know that obviously this is something I'm supposed to do, but I'm having a hard time dealing with it and wondering if I'm going to be able to help these animals.
Well, one of the things you have to do when doing such hard work, because seeing animals suffer and die is heartbreaking. There's no two ways about it. You've got to spiritually, I've always talked about protect yourself. Put up a shield of God's white light and then the blue light of Archangel Michael, and it will help you deal with it in more of an analytical way. And I'm not saying cold, but it will help you not be torn to the heart. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And how you do that, go to my website. Up at the top is articles. Click on Using God's White Light, and I have a detailed video how to do it. I find that protection, like before I do any work with any animal, I'm always protecting myself, because like I brought up the point earlier about the animals I dealt with last week, one I knew was passing. That's not easy, and I had to, really pull the mother through and the pet, as best I could, and the other with the dog that was, acting unusual. So you have to have that air of, I don't know, protection. Let's just put it that way. That barrier, that's what I like, is the white light and blue light as a barrier to protect me so I don't go over the edge with all that's happening. And I think that would help you deal with this better. You're doing a good thing, and you're going to get farther along. But I would recommend you do that. And if you want, call me privately. Let's do a small session. I can help you tremendously with this. Okay?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Not a
Okay, great.
problem. And yes, that helps as well. But, there's ways that it can be handled. And I feel that, we can maybe increase the support for what you're trying to do as well. Let's do it all,
Perfect. Yes, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for calling in, Elizabeth. I really appreciate your being here. And please tell others about my show and listen in as we go forward. Okay?
I will. Thank you. Have a great day.
And you be blessed.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of things are hard to deal with in life, and that's where you have to have protection, spiritual protection, so you can deal with it and face whatever you've got to face. And it does make a big, big difference for so many.
Indeed.
I see there's another caller here. I will try and take this one. Okay. Don't know your area code, but I know you're there.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
who
Troy.
is this?
Hi, Cherokee Billie. Thank you for taking my call. It's Melissa from Colorado. That is a beautiful gift that you have. It's amazing, and I hope that we do talk. Okay. And beautiful. And I did see your web, and that's amazing. So I have two quick questions. If you don't mind. I like to know if my cat health is okay. He's really happy.
What's your cat's name? Can you hear me? I don't know if she's hearing me or not. Is anybody hearing me at the moment? Wanda, are you there?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know if that lady disappeared or if she dropped her phone connection, but I don't hear her. If you're listening, you can try calling in again. That's all I can tell you at this point. But anyway, we can go on from there. Any thoughts or any questions you have, Wanda, you can think of?
No, not really. I wonder, so you can only communicate with animals, like if you saw a stray cat, or if you ever, cats just, or do you have to know
I do
the
stray
owner?
cats.
Okay.
No,
But there's a lot of animals
I've been doing a lot of stray cats this past week, so no, I do communicate with them, and it is interesting. In fact, one right now, I feel this cat was on the verge of passing. I felt it could be saved, but the lady cannot find the cat, so I'm hoping that she does, and that we can find out, and try and get this cat better. It's a shame. She can tell that it was a house pet that was abandoned, And that is where I get angry, that people just discard them like they're garbage. These are precious souls, far superior to humans, in my opinion, and that they're discarded like that and left out on the street to survive. They don't know how to survive. Sure, they've got a lot of natural instincts, but if they've been raised in a home they don't understand,
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
that's
the same.
not the same. Just like
And,
for a
you
human.
see very much, and you see dogs, the same thing, them being, unfortunately, tossed out when they're not wanted. The first dog as an adult that I ever adopted, I got her from a wealthy Beverly Hills home, and she was only a year old, and cute little baby. She was a terrier poodle. And as I was picking her up, I heard the kid who lived there, he was about 12, say, "Oh, now we can get a German Shepherd." And I'm like, they just liked her when she was a puppy. They didn't want her as an adult. And she was a good dog. She was housebroken and everything else. And we had a great life together. But,
Excellent.
I could tell that they didn't want her. What?
No, I
What?
said excellent.
Yeah, and, well, most of my pets have been rescues. Not all, but most, for sure. Now, I think it's that same caller who got dropped. I will try again. Yes, hello. I'm
Yes.
here. This is Cherokee Billie.
I'm
Hello?
so sorry, man. I don't know what happened. It's Melissa. My call dropped. Thank you for coming back. I hope you heard my question. My
Nope,
question
repeat
No,
was,
you were asking about your cat.
I have the best for him. He's real shiny, and I know he likes his paw pink and his litter.
What is
He's very lovable.
his name?
Dennis.
What is his name? Dennis. Okay, Dennis.
Dennis.
And how old is Dennis?
He's about 3 years.
Well, he is a pretty happy little guy. He's got a good life. There's no question about it. Was he a rescue?
I was working somewhere. He was coming to me. He would look at me in the window. He shows me
So
as
he
as
was?
a pet
Yeah.
owner.
He knew.
Yeah,
I
never
knew
heard
he
him.
was a rescue because his whole feelings is, hey, I don't want to leave this penthouse. That's how he feels about where he's with you. He's happy. And he's like, I ain't going nowhere. So he's a very happy little guy. He'll be
His
with
health
you
is
a long
okay.
time.
Really, yeah. I took him
Yes.
to the doctor. When I went to the doctor, he gets so happy.
Wow.
So happy.
Most animals don't like
doctor,
going to the doctor.
well, the nurse and doctor has told me, like, his body changes. He's just thrilled to be there. But he's good.
That makes sense.
It was just a.
Well,
It was
I
a,
think for him, for Dennis, what it is that he feels he's being taken care of, not just by you, but he knows the doctor and the nurse that they care, and he so resonates with anyone who's trying to help him, and that's why he acts the way he does.
So, my cat. Does he understand? Like when I try to do some, I pray a lot, and he just stares at me, and he'll look at the candle. Is he attuned to spirit world?
Oh, all cats are. Again, go to my website under articles, animal. Look at my article on cats' supernatural powers. Okay? My website has an abundance of material, and you can learn all about cats, more than you thought, in that article about cats' supernatural powers. It's up in my articles section.
Yes, I'm going to be doing that as soon as I hang up.
What is the
Miss
website?
Virgin.
Oh, my website, it's Cherokee Billie spiritualadvisor.com. And there's a link here on the radio program for you to go over to the website. So you can't miss
Beautiful.
it.
Yeah,
And you'll learn a
Victor,
lot
give him
more. Well, we kind of keep it to one question per person, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But just know that your baby is happy. What?
My
What was
baby's
that?
happy, and you got it right. He came to me when he was little, and He's a big boy. He's 26 pounds.
Oh my gosh. For a cat, that's huge. Yes.
Exactly.
Well, he knows, again, he knew where to go.
That's good.
He knew he'd be loved and he'd be fed, and you're doing it.
Yeah, I have a best for him. Well, thank you. That means a lot to me.
Well, thank you, and I hope to hear from you privately. Take care.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, animals, they do. I saw a picture today of a cat, and it was stalking like outside of this house. And, you know, it knew who it wanted as a pet parent. They know. Amazing animals.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, they truly are. And they just can read people. If we could read animals like they can read us, wow, we'd be really intelligent. Like, you know, dogs that can travel miles and find their home that they were lost from or whatever. You know, they know stuff that we just have no way of knowing. They understand life. They understand death. They don't need books. They don't need teachings. They understand it fully. Like when, say that one of their mates, one of the breed or the whatever it may be, is sick, they know, and they know when they pass. They know without anyone telling them. And that's why I have so much respect for animals. And again, I love the work that I'm doing very much. And any thoughts you wanted to share, Wanda? Because we're coming down here to the last couple of minutes.
No, I appreciate everything you've done from Polo. He's quite active this evening. A little too active.
I'm so glad to hear it.
But, yeah,
so
he's
glad.
doing good.
Yeah, well, I keep sending out Raphael to him and energy in his direction because he's such a cute little guy.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I got a testimony on my website the other night from someone I did. It had been a while since I'd done a healing energy on their pet who's been pronounced terminal, but he's now 6 months later. Anyway, they wrote a beautiful testimony. If you go to my website, look at purchasing the animal communication, but if you go in there, you can read the reviews and you'll see what people are saying, because that one was a very powerful testimony the lady wrote. And I really appreciate people taking their time to do that. It means a great deal. It really does. So,
Cherokee Billie SpiritualAdvisor.com, is that what it is? Cherokee Billie
it.
Spiritual Advisor.
SpiritualAdvisor.com. And again, there is a link. Yeah, advisor. And there is a link here on this program. It's in red. It's two different links of getting you to my website and finding out about my services and knowing that there can be a change for your pet and there can be better communication. So many things can improve for you and for your pet with an animal communicator. And like I say, I've been doing this all my life, but professionally, it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done. Absolutely. Because I love animals. Doesn't matter what the animal, I love them. And I've done, like I said, some very unusual ones. And I'm grateful
we might need to
have
look
the
into the
opportunity.
chickens.
I
We may need to look
haven't
into
done
the
a chicken.
that have been. There have been chickens that have recently visited our campus. I'll call it. I'm curious. They're curious.
Why they're
bunch,
coming
those
there?
Chickens. Well, no, it started
Well,
with two, and then they, of course, it's now a
well, there
a brew
obviously
of
is
maybe
food
12.
around there, that
Yeah.
they're picking up on. And they feel
Well,
it's a safe place. That's why they're there.
Well, they've got
Okay.
they've got some cats to deal with, but I'm just it's fun. They're fun to watch. It's better than a Nat Geo channel.
Yeah, better than watching some video. Absolutely. But I do think that they feel safe there. Yes, there is the cats, but in general, they think they can outsmart the cats is what their feeling is. And they feel like if they come too close, they won't like my claws or my beak. Okay.
Yeah, that rooster's in charge.
Oh, yeah, he knows. Well, we're coming to the end of the show, and thank you for being here, Wanda. And I thank everybody who's listening to the show now and in the future. And if you do have something with a pet, let me know. God bless.
Bye.